Applications in the field of maths called trigonometry, construction of ramps in engineering, finding displacements in physics, usage of ladders in painting walls, and almost all physics applications. Therefore, one should have a clear-cut idea about the Pythagoras theorem and its applications. Friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Srinivas S. Chaganti. In the last session, we have got a clear-cut idea about the properties of similar triangles and their applications, Thales theorem and its applications. In today's session, we are going to see the most important topic as far as the geometry is concerned. It is Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem has its own application not only in the field of mathematics but in the field of physics as well. Therefore, one should have a clear-cut idea about the Pythagoras theorem and its applications. So, we are going to see the statement of the theorem first. Now, let's go through the statement of this theorem. In a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. According to the given statement, ABC is the right angle triangle. So let us write what is actually given. ABC is a right angle triangle. What is actually to be proved here? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. We need a small construction for this purpose. Here, draw a perpendicular BD to AC. Draw a perpendicular BD to AC. So this proof involves two steps. In the first step, we are comparing the triangle ADB with ABC. Similarly, in the second step, we are comparing the triangle BDC with ABC. So, after checking the similarity of these triangles, we are going to attain the required result. So, therefore, triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. Triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. Therefore, when we compare these two triangles in the same diagram itself, it may be somewhat difficult to understand the similarity. Therefore, let us split up the triangle ADB from this part. Here, A, B, C. ABC is directly taken here, ADB. So, since these two triangles are similar, according to the properties of similar triangles, corresponding sides are in proportion. Therefore, AD by AB is equal to DB by BC is equal to AB by AC. AD by AB is equal to BD by BC is equal to AB by AC. Let us consider the first and the last ratio. AD by AB is equal to AB by AC. So taking the cross multiplication, we will get AB square is equal to AD into AC. AD into AC. That will be the result 1. As I have told you, during the second step, we are going to compare the triangle BDC. Triangle BDC with triangle ABC. Here also, these two triangles are similar. Triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. Therefore, here also we are going to apply the properties of one of the properties of similar triangles. Corresponding sides are in proportion. Therefore, BD by AB is equal to CD by BC is equal to BC by AC. BD by AB is equal to CD by BC is equal to BC by AC. So let us consider these two steps for the proof of this theorem. CD by BC is equal to BC by AC. This implies BC square is equal to CD into AC. That will be the result. Adding 1 and 2, you will get AB square plus BC square is equal to AB square plus BC square is equal to AD into AC plus CD into AC. Here you can observe on the LHS AB square plus, let us write here, AB square plus BC square is equal to AD into AC plus CD into AC. Therefore, AB square plus BC square is equal to, what is found to be the common factor here? AC. AC into AD plus DC CD. Therefore, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC into AD plus DC is equal to AC, according to the diagram drawn there. Therefore, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC into AC, AC square. Therefore, in a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Hence, proved. It states that if in a triangle the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides, then it is a right angle triangle. So let us write what is actually given. In triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is what is actually given in the statement. What is required to be proved here? Angle ABC is equal to 90 degrees. So in order to prove this result, let's have a diagram basing on the given data. Here A, B, C is a triangle. We need small construction for this purpose. As a part of construction, we construct a right angle triangle PQR in such a way that PQ is equal to AB and QR is equal to BC, and QR is equal to BC. Since it is a right angle triangle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. In a right angle triangle, square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. This is written basing on Pythagoras theorem. Whereas, according to the given part, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Here, PR square is equal to, but PQ is equal to AB. Therefore, PQ can be replaced by AB, AB square. QR can be replaced by BC, BC square. Let them be 1, 2. From 1 and 2, RHS are equal. Automatically we can make LHS also equal. AC square is equal to
PR square. When we apply square root both sides, AC is equal to PR. AC is equal to, therefore, we have got AC is equal to PR. So, PQ is equal to AB, QR is equal to BC, AC is equal to PR is equal to AC. Therefore, if three sides of one triangle are correspondingly equal to the three sides of another triangle, these two triangles are congruent. From SSS PQR is congruent to triangle ABC. Therefore, basing on the CPCT rule, congruent parts of corresponding parts of congruent triangles, triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC. Therefore, angle ABC is also equal to 90 degrees. Since angle PQR is equal to 90 degrees, angle ABC is also 90 degrees. Therefore, triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. Hence proved.